All right, I'm recording and I'm peeing.
No. Press record when just as he's leaving. I've just got a puzzle piece. That's okay.
All right, I'm back. That was a real pee, by the way.
Why did you have to clarify that?
Because you know how sometimes I just get nervous and anxious and I go, I got to pee, and then I go up and like 3 drips come out? I know, drips. Yuck. Sorry.
God, I wish we hadn't started speaking about this.
Everybody wants to know.
No one wants to know.
Everybody, we get messages every week on the Instagram. How's Danny's peas going?
Stop saying peas.
What do you want? What am I supposed to say? Wee-wees?
Whiz.
I thought about this.
Saying whiz.
I thought about this the other day, and there is a moment where when you start, you're a young small child.
When you start weeing.
Yeah, it's called wee. It's but as an adult man, if I get up and go, hey, I need to go do a wee, like it's pee.
I say wee.
Yes, but you're a female.
I'm a lady.
You're a lady.
No, I say whiz.
No, Maddie says whiz.
I'm going to whiz on this, whiz on that.
I hate this room because it echoes.
No, well, what do you want to do?
It's fine.
I think we'll survive.
I think everyone's okay with it.
I don't think it echoes. I don't know.
And what are you basing that on?
I don't listen to the audio, so I guess I wouldn't know.
Now I'm noticing that we're still doing the puzzle.
Well, I didn't know we'd started.
Well, here we are. We've started. Okay. Stop doing the puzzle. I didn't know we started. Okay. And then you just go start doing the puzzle again.
It's hard when it's right in front of me.
All right, fine. Keep doing the puzzle. Yeah. I'm like, so what was your first concert? You're like, Red Piece.
Red Piece goes there.
Are you ready for our intro?
Sure. That was the wrong button.
Thank you, Maddie. I'm very aware that was the wrong button. Nope.
Also the wrong button. We need to label it.
Here we go.
Maddie kicking us off in 3, 2, 1.
Hello?
I didn't kiss anyone.
Hi,
Tyler. Who's a real bad boy?
anyone want a titty squeeze?
He always dance along to it.
Welcome, everyone, to Remember That. Welcome back. Just me and Maddie.
Oh, yes.
Solo
You're lucky duck.
episodes. Yes.
Well, did you want to do it by yourself?
No, I keep saying that. When I say solo, I mean it's just you and me.
But
do you know
that's
what I mean?
not really what solo
Well, what do
means.
duo episode? There you go. I don't know what you want from me today. And your attitude has been up the mountain. We do have a couple of segments that we want to do. Oh, you don't know about this segment.
Oh. Is this a surprise?
Just got a surprise segment
Oh
for
my
you.
God, how exciting.
I haven't named this segment yet.
Okay.
You know, for people who listen to the podcast, and I'm sure that you're aware, if you've listened to an episode, that me and Maddie are in a relationship. We live together.
What?
That is the dynamic of the... News to me. I'm just...
They were just housemates.
Damn it. This is the way I find out. But like in any relationship, issues come up and they need to be worked through. Sometimes issues come up and you don't know how to deal with them. You don't know how to get to the very crux of it. No. So we're going to call this something like airing out the laundry.
I was actually just going to say, are we doing public conflict resolution on the podcast?
Well, people might have some ideas.
Okay.
Okay, so hear me out. Hear me out. Okay, there's one that you're going to be aware of that has been an issue in our relationship, and I want to nip this in the butt before it becomes a further problem. And I want to see if anybody's got any ideas or solutions. Okay, and then there's one that I'm bringing up that you're not aware of.
Oh no!
So the first, welcome everyone. New segment. Oh, hang on. New segment. Yep.
Smooth.
Yep. I know I'm fucking up the soundboard so much. New segment. I don't know what it's called. Something about laundry or something. Now, the first issue is Maddie gets up very early to go to work. I'm in a routine now that I can't get out of where I wake up and I need to pee.
Yeah.
And currently every time I get up and go to pee, what happens?
I wake up too.
It wakes you up.
Yeah.
And I have tried again and again to not wake you up.
Yeah.
And it happens like 3:30 a.m. You said the other day it happened half an hour before
My alarm went off.
Yeah, which is like, this is going to become
That's
a
the worst.
problem. And right now, the bed situation is I'm on the left side, closest to the wall. You're on the right side, closest to the door. And some people might say, well, why don't you swap sides? I'm not doing that. Okay?
Why?
Because I'm just used to that side now. You don't swap sides.
Well, you can.
I don't.
I think you can.
I can't do it.
Why?
I've got. That's.
Well, you do know that when we first moved into our new place, I said, I'm closest to the door now. I'm going to get murdered first.
Into this place.
Yeah.
And I think I said at the time, no. Yeah, you're right. We're going to have to swap sides. And then we just didn't. And
No,
now
you didn't say we're going to have to swap sides. You're like, oh, okay.
That's not true.
You're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No, well, anyway. Well, if we have an intruder, I'm getting murdered first.
Excuse
They
me.
come through the door, I'm the first one there.
I have scattered around weapons around the house, and you know that I have, to defend you. And you keep saying, why are you putting that there? And what do I say to you? Because I need to protect you.
Well, yeah, but it's like a metal rod that you have on the top of the cupboard.
Don't give away my
That's
weapons.
not-
What if the intruders come?
That's not that
What are you
quickly
gonna
accessible.
What are you gonna tell you're giving away the location as well? So now an intruder's gonna come in and hide the weapons and then come again.
Well, it's not a very traditional weapon. It's not a baseball bat or a knife. It's
Well, did you know?
weird.
It's funny. You know, Marie. She actually looked this up.
Your friend Marie.
My friend Marie. She actually looked it up in terms of if you have a home intruder, like a home invasion, what you're allowed to
They kill
do.
the second person first. They kill the furthest away from the door.
No.
Just to fuck with the odds a bit.
Traditionally, an intruder, a murdering intruder, will
They won't
look
kill the
at
first
the
person they
situation and go,
see.
"No, I'm not going to kill this person. I'm going to kill furthest away."
Yeah.
That's what the murderers
because they
do.
they want to skew the odds. Yeah.
Mm.
They don't want to be
Exactly.
predictable like that.
No, you can. There's only so much you're allowed to do.
To have in your house.
You can't. Yes, if you use a weapon that you're not allowed to have, you'll get in trouble. Even if you're defending your property, even if you're stopping them from hurting you.
Like a gun or something.
Oh God, even I think a baseball. There's a lot of that stuff.
You're not allowed to own a baseball bat. Yes, you are. You could say you play for fun, even though you don't.
They're going to take one look at me and go,
Show us your batting arm.
okay.
Anyway, so back to what was the topic? You were getting murdered or something. Yeah, so we want a solution to this issue of you getting up to Whiz.
I get up to Whiz.
And it wakes me up, but I can't get back to sleep.
And here's the thing. It's one of the, we have the creakiest fucking floor.
We do have floorboards now, and
And-
we're not used to it. And you were a stomposaurus.
Excuse me. When I was trying to go to the bathroom, it becomes creakier. You know, I was trying the other night. I was trying so hard to be quiet. I was going, and it was going like I was like so gently stepping. I was going, and then I went and peed. I got back into bed, and you just went, "You woke me up, Daniel." Like as soon as I got back into bed.
But also, this is a problem. You dive back into bed like a walrus.
You say this? I do not. No, I don't.
I think girls in a heterosexual relationship, you will relate to this. Does your partner dive into bed like he's diving into the water? Like he backflops.
Excuse
Like he
me.
jumps from quite a height
Excuse me.
onto the mattress.
Excuse me. You don't know this, but I have installed hoists, and I come down into the bed like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible 1. Okay, just touching the bed. I'm like, sweat's dripping off, and then a sweat drops and hits the bed, and you go, "You woke me up, Daniel." Okay, I'm being quiet, and I don't know what to do. But I was thinking maybe there is some type of hoist we could install that kind of cranes me over. You know, maybe there is
Yeah.
something we can kind of install in the roof that kind of carries me to the toilet.
What about a rail system?
Oh, I mean, a rail system
Then you
could
wouldn't
work.
have to walk.
I think it's like in a situation like this, it's the floor is lava, right? Like
Yeah.
the floor, it's if I walk on the floor, I think even if we swap sides, I think you're still going to wake up because of how creaky the floor is.
Right.
So the other thing that I wanted to float by you, and I know you're not going to like this, but what if we just have a bucket next to the bed?
You said this the other day.
Have I brought this up before?
Yes. Don't you remember? You said, I
No.
wish that we could have a bucket
Mm.
in every room, you said. No. Firstly, you said, I wish there was a toilet in every room. And I just said, what? In the corner.
Yeah.
In the lounge room, just in the corner.
Yes, and then what did I suggest? I said if
You
there were
said,
pipes,
Yeah, you wanted a pipe.
I wanted a pipe to go from the punas,
Oh, God.
right, and just like suction, just if I need to pee, it just comes out. And
Horrible.
I'm sorry, but I hate going to the toilet. I know going to the toilet in the bathroom is such a fucking topic on this podcast because I always need to go. I need to go before we start. I need to go during.
Well, I think we've kind of hit the issue here. You hate going to the toilet. And you need to go less, basically.
I can't help it. I can feel, especially at night when you're laying there, and I can feel it.
It's become a separate issue now, I think.
Oh God, I've unearthed. Maybe maybe this is a me thing.
I think
Anyway,
we've established that it is.
look, if
yeah.
anyone has any ideas of how we fix this, because I don't want this to snowball, because we can't go on with me just waking you up in the middle of the night.
Well, yellow snowball, as it were.
The other one's quick. When we moved in, you moved in with me, right? And when you moved into my place, you were moving your place into mine. You
Yeah.
already had pretty much everything. We had two of a lot of things.
Mm.
We had two kettles. We had two microwaves. We had
Mhm.
all of this kind of stuff. From memory, correct me if I'm wrong, but you moved in and went, my stuff's better, and just let's get rid of all your stuff.
Not with everything.
And to be fair, yes, it's held up, but we need to talk about the toaster.
Oh, you don't like the toaster?
I didn't say I didn't like the toaster. Why are you putting words in my mouth? Did I say I don't like the toaster?
What's wrong with the toaster?
Your toaster looks like it's from the 1950s.
Hang on. Which toaster?
The toaster we've got right there.
That's not mine.
Whose toaster is it?
That's yours.
No, it's not.
Yes.
No.
My toaster is currently in the drawer.
No.
It's white. And that one we use is
Go
black.
have a look. I swear that's not my
I'm
toaster.
going to have a look.
Go have a look now. That is not my toaster. And if that's not my toaster and that's not your toaster, then whose fucking toaster is that? Did it come with the house? Maddie's going to have a look. Okay.
Why did I think it was a black toaster?
I don't know.
Oh, that's weird. I swear you've swapped it.
So, and
Did you swap that?
I didn't swap it. I didn't.
I'm skeptical now.
I have an issue with this toaster.
Why?
It's really slow.
Oh.
But I feel bad because I've grown attached to him and I don't want to fire him. I feel bad putting him back in the drawer because it's a charming little toaster. It looks like it's from the 50s. It's got a little dial on it.
All toasters have a dial.
Yeah, but not like this. He says the temperature on it. I don't know. I just look at him and he's like a little granddad, like, oh, your toaster's coming right up. Like, that's the voice I hear. Coming right up. 1 second, mate.
It is a charming toaster. It's slow.
Oh,
I have not noticed.
Are you serious?
No, not at all.
I have been late every day. No, I'm joking.
We have that spare toaster in the drawer.
What we might do then.
Should we have both?
Well, look, this is the thing. Again, and I know it's an inanimate object, but I do feel quite, I don't know, I've grown an attachment to it. But what we could do is bring my toaster out, have it next to your toaster, and kind of almost do a handover, you know?
Yeah, just
Like,
sit them next to each other.
Let's sit them next to each other.
Or
and
maybe
then
it will learn from the other one.
potentially.
It might get faster.
Well, good segment. I think our relationship is doing great now.
I feel better.
All right.
Now it's personal.
In the Weeds with Maddie.
Welcome back to everyone's favourite segment. It's In the Weeds with Maddie. We didn't do it last week because we had a guest. And
No, I
you,
didn't want to subject them to that.
and you had some stuff. If you're listening for the first time, In the Weeds with Maddie, Maddie has a job of indoor and outdoor plant maintenance that she takes very seriously, almost like a cop or a detective would. She's very serious about people mucking up her plants and everything like that. And
I'm like a cop that's been on the same beat for 25 years.
100%. Yeah.
And I'm weathered and I'm jaded.
Yeah. And the one story that I have, I think I want to share was, we were around the corner, and there were people on the roads doing the. I don't know what were they doing?
They were doing they sort of do the traffic control. Am I allowed to say the company?
Sure.
Yeah, Retro Traffic. They're hired to sort of do traffic control when there's like maintenance. You know, if there's trees being cut down, they sort of control the traffic and whatever.
Yes, and we were driving past and we were kind of slowing down, and you, with contempt in your voice, went, "I do their plants." Then you're like, "Whatever," and then you wound down the window and went, "Hey Jim, how are those lilies going? Hope you're fucking watering them." That didn't happen, but you did notice, and you were like, that.
I do their plants. I was there the other day. But I'm sure they have many offices. I just do one of them.
Yeah, absolutely. So you said there was some stuff that you had last week that we didn't get to. So I think me and all of our listeners are on bated breath.
Well, there's a few. You know how we did that game where you had to guess which
office lingo, office corporate chat. Yes, great game. Yeah,
was real and what wasn't.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't know if it worked because all of them were funny and all of them were true. So I think maybe this time I'll just tell you a few. I just get to go in and listen to sort of snippets of people's conversations, and some of them are quite funny. So I was in this office. This guy's walking past and he stops at this other guy's desk and he goes, "Thanks for signing that off, Ian. You're a good bloke. I don't know what they're talking about. You're a good bloke."
That is so funny. I used to, as a bit, I used to go to people, you know what? I don't even know if it was my bit. I might have stolen it from somewhere, but you go up to someone that you know and you go, "You know what, man? I don't care what people say. I think you're a great..." Yeah, so maybe was he doing that bit?
Maybe.
Yeah.
It's such a power move, hey. And the other guy just kind of laughs awkwardly.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So, yeah, that was a bit. That's a good bit.
Next one, this guy he was at his desk and he had this horrible cough, like deep chesty cough.
Oh, yeah.
And
We've got a chesty cougher in the office, yeah.
Well, I am as well.
Well, no, not as bad as this guy, but yeah, go on.
And I was just thinking, oh my God, you must be sick. Like, why are you here? And then one of his coworkers yells out, it's like, "Oh, dude, you got to get that cough sorted. Like, you okay?" And he legitimately goes, "What cough?"
What did the other guy say?
She was like, "What?"
She goes,
"What do you mean?"
She's like, "Oh, all right." What? No, I didn't say. Yeah, I meant my cough. That is so funny.
He didn't.
He didn't know. You'd have to know. You have to know if you've got a deep chesty cougher. Some people have it as a condition. I found this out, but it's like it's not even related to a sickness. It's there's someone in our office that has it. It's like all year round.
I kind of have it, to be honest. I have a bit of a chronic cough.
I think I've filtered yours out.
I cough a lot.
Yeah, I honestly do. I think
when I laugh too much or just I
think I've filtered yours out. You know?
That's good.
Yeah. And everybody's like,
even on the podcast, I cough.
I cut it out.
Okay, good.
Sometimes, maybe I don't. I don't know. Yeah. Go on, sorry.
One more. So the last one was so some offices play music. Some of them are cool offices. And they've got music playing and like there's a bit of a vibe.
What company? What kind of company?
It was I think they do advertising.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like a media company. Yeah, for sure.
And a song comes on and she was a younger woman. She goes, "I used to edit GoPro videos to this song when I was younger. I love this song."
What did the other person say?
I was just like, "Oh, did you? Oh, yeah, it's a great song."
Oh, and that's okay, go on.
I know what song it was.
Oh, tell me.
I Shazammed it.
Yeah.
I'll tell you the song.
Okay, I'm so excited because then we can picture and we'll play it right now.
Yeah. Okay, it's called This Is the Life, Two Door Cinema Club.
And it's like, when you got your GoPro on your head and skating along. So is this I'm not a perfect
No,
person?
that's Simple Plan.
Oh, right. Okay. I don't think it is.
Yes, it is.
I don't think so.
It is.
Hang on. I don't know this
With
song.
a good Charlotte.
It's not a bad song.
I didn't know this song either, but it is a good song.
Oh, yeah. I'm on a fish islands. I'm on a fish islands. Yes, I hold it in my hand. I strap it to my head. Got a fish islands. I got a fish islands. I got a... Anyway.
This could go on all
This
day.
episode's going to be a lot of that as we
God.
dive back into music from when we were growing up and our whole journey into music. So that was a great segue. I do want to, sorry, I know we've got to jump into the topic, but I'm not letting it go. I'm not a perfect person.
That was a good segue
We had
into
a very
our
good
topic.
I'm not a perfect
Simple Plan.
person.
Simple Plan.
It is not.
Oh, damn it.
It's Hoobastank.
Oh, it is
Yeah.
Hoobastank. Shit.
Yes!
Shit.
It's so good
Everyone
when
will be
someone's
yelling
so
at me
confident.
because of that.
Yeah.
That's the thing with me. I'll confidently be wrong a lot.
Yeah. Usually
I'll
with
defend it
music
to
as
the
well.
end.
Yeah, you're like, no, it's not.
Yeah,
It's not.
definitely.
You do that a lot. You do.
I
Like with
do.
movies, actors.
And
like,
I don't care.
You're like, you're an idiot. You're an idiot to think that.
do.
You're an idiot. Like you just look right in my face. You are an idiot.
I'm so
and then
confident.
I go, hey, look, it's the person. You go, oh, there you go.
Literally.
Oh,
I
there you
do.
go. Moving on. Well, let's move on. Let's move on with our day. Let's forget that conversation happened. This week we're talking about music. We kind of got inspired from our last episode with Andrew Hastings, where he was
Yes.
passionately and quite poetically describing sort of all of the music that he got into.
The emo era.
The emo era. And, I realized we hadn't really talked about music. And it's a funny topic because I will say what I know about you is you are a self-proclaimed, in quotation marks, not much of a music person.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
is funny because I've spent so much of my life like in the dance kind of world.
Yeah.
So music was a huge part of my life.
Mm.
Generally, I don't choose to listen to it that much, which is weird.
You're a podcast gal,
I am a podcast gal. I'm an audiobook
not
gal.
our podcast. You're like, no, I only listen to
No,
good
not
ones.
out. Yeah. Yeah, but, that's not to say that I don't love music.
I think you've got a deep appreciation for music, but I think what you are is you're a fan of music, but you don't go. You're not the person like, I guess, me, and I guess like Andrew Hastings would fall into this category. Certainly Simon would fall into this category where you are really into a band or you're really into an act and
Yeah.
you buy all their albums or you bought all their albums back then and you see all their shows and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
Is there any band that would even come remotely close to that for you?
Well, I loved NSYNC
That's adorable.
and Spice Girls.
Yeah, so that
Obsessed
was
with their movie.
yes.
I think we've spoken about
We
this
have talked about the
before.
movie and we watched the trailer on one of the episodes.
It's a
and
great movie.
we've got to watch it again
I rate
because
it.
I remember being like, oh, this is gonna suck.
No, it's great.
It
I
was
reckon
awesome.
It holds up.
So okay, so let's go early childhood for you. Is it Spice Girls?
Spice Girls was big. NSYNC,
I'm gonna see.
Backstreet Boys.
Okay, so Spice Girls was active from '94, so we're both like 5 years old. So yeah, that makes sense.
I fancied myself a bit of a baby Spice.
That makes sense.
Who were you?
I was David Beckham
You were Victoria
having sex with
Beckham.
Victoria Beckham. No, I don't know. Probably.
Mel C.
Yeah, Mel B. Mel B. I was gonna say probably Scary.
No, Mel B was Scary Spice.
Well, then who's Mel? Oh my
Mel-
God, there's Mel B and Mel C.
Yes, there's two Mels. You know what? Mel C has crushed it. She's gone on to do a lot of cool things.
What is she doing?
She's making music. She's good,
Okay.
apparently. I wouldn't
Apparently.
really know, but
Apparently, you go. I wouldn't really know. Not really into music.
not really keeping up with it. But no, apparently she's really, she's crushing it.
Okay, so posters on the wall,
We had stickers
NSYNC and Backstreet Boys stickers.
and Spice Girls,
Yeah.
and I did a bit of decoupage on my
What's decoupage? What's that?
It's where you cut out pictures
Yeah.
and stick them on furniture.
It's called decoupage.
Yes.
That's an actual thing.
Yes.
That's an actual thing called day. Okay, sorry. How do we spell this?
I think it's a French word, so decoupage. I think it's French.
Decoupage.
I don't know how
Are
to
you
spell
sure
it.
you're not making this up?
I'm not making it up.
Okay, Deco, the aftermarket global move forward always? No.
Oh my God. I'm going to have to do this myself.
Yeah, sorry. Because I don't believe you. Oh, wait, decoupage. Okay, hang on. Here we go. Is an art form where decorative paper cutouts are glued onto an object and then sealed with varnish or protective coatings.
Told you.
Okay, I'm going to say decoupage Spice Girls. Let's have a look. Wow, I've never heard of this. What furniture did you put it on?
My bedside table.
Wow, and did you varnish it?
No. It was just like stickers on the bedside table. And you know where we got them?
Not really decoupage then, isn't it?
It's close enough.
Yeah.
You know where we got them?
Where?
From those chewing gums.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they've got stickers and tattoos in them.
Yes,
What
yes.
are they called?
I don't know.
Red.
I think juicy fruit, maybe.
No.
Oh, big red?
But no.
No.
It's different.
Message in if you know.
Anyway, it was those gross chewing gums that lasted for 2 seconds, the flavour.
Hubba Bubba?
No.
I don't know.
I'm going to have to look it up.
Okay. Right, so you decoupage Spice Girls. So what?
Yeah, I did.
So decoupaging Spice Girls, right? I was hoping it was all over the fucking house. Do you know what I mean? Like the coffee table, and you're like, oh God, Maddie, stop decoupaging. I've never heard that word before, eh? Never. It's so
It's
funny.
called super tattoos.
Oh,
chewing gum.
yeah. Oh,
It's
that.
really gross.
Oh, that
yeah,
gum
the
was
gross
so
white.
gross.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
It was disgusting.
It was basically candle wax.
It had one, like for one or two, like
One
you
or
said,
two
one or
chews,
two
yeah.
chews. You go,
Mhm.
oh, and then it was like, ah,
It's like a flavorless.
yes,
It was like blue tack.
yes, it was. It was disgusting. Oh my God,
Vile.
completely forgot about
Yeah,
that.
they still make it.
I'm not surprised. Kids.
The gum hasn't
The
improved.
decoupage market is up there. there's still a market for it. Wow. So Spice Girls on the thing, and older sister, is she into Spice Girls? Is Phoebe into Spice Girls as well?
Both of us were very into Spice Girls.
Yeah,
We
right.
used to have concerts.
How many albums did they do?
I think
Wait,
two.
sorry. Back up. You used to have concerts?
I think even maybe one. Yeah, we used to have concerts and we used to, make up dances to them and sing all their songs to each other.
Okay, and who would you perform for?
Each other.
Right. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so was it the three of you or two of you?
Well, two of us at this time,
Okay,
I believe.
So what, solo act?
or my little
taking
sister
turns.
would have been a baby. So
Right, so making her watch in the audience, right?
probably.
and then solo act, and then other person watching.
I think our favourite to do as a solo act was Viva Forever, the sad one.
I need somebody and I know but somebody and Dove. That one?
I believe that's Vitamin C.
No, it's not.
Oh.
You want a simple plan again?
Gonna make love to you, baby.
Yeah, that is not Vitamin C. That is Spice Girls.
No,
What's it
that's
called?
not.
Viva La Vida?
Viva Forever.
Viva Forever. Okay.
That's Coldplay.
Oh, sorry.
I
It
will
came up.
confidently
It
say
came up when I said Viva. Okay, hang on. Viva Forever.
it's the sad one.
Okay, all right.
And
hang
the
on.
film clip, I remember this quite vividly,
Okay, hang on. Yeah.
was them as fairies.
Yeah, the cover. Look at that. The cover is them of fairies as well. Yeah.
But it's sad. It's one of the saddest ones.
Got a GoPro on your head.
So that was our favourite solo
Hang on.
one.
Is this a sad one? God, it takes a lot. It's 30 seconds. It hasn't even started.
It's a long intro.
Do you still remember? Oh, Maddie's dramatic. People can't see, but Maddie just took her headphones off and she's now performing for me. Right.
Yeah,
okay.
we used to perform that to each other.
That's cute.
And do the dances and everything. But what's just come back to me is one of our favourites as well was S Club 7.
Oh, yeah.
They had a TV show.
So I am so curious about S Club 7 because there was just all these acts that I feel like labels would just put together, you know? They just kind of grab a bunch of people, jam them together and just be like, okay, you guys are now a group, you know? But I don't know. So S Club 7, the most famous one that they had was S Club.
Ain't nobody
like an S Club, gotta show you. Hang on a second.
Everybody get down tonight. And their lyrics, quite racy.
Really?
Yeah.
And, you know, they recently toured as well. All of these 90s acts are like coming back and touring and stuff. Formed in 1998 by Simon Fuller after he was fired as manager of the Spice Girls.
Oh.
Wow.
That is some tea.
Original members were blah, 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 Tina, Paul, came out, left the group after the members performed solo, and the band sold more than 10 million albums worldwide.
So popular.
God damn.
So that was peak album
So
time.
get this. They were present. Look at the career they've had. So they were present, and I mean probably fucking huge, between 1998 and 2003. Then they came back in 2014 to 2015. So I guess like they came back and did some sort of reunion or maybe another album, who knows. And now it says they're still active from 2023 to today. So they've been...
Wow.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah, good on you, S Club 7.
I wonder how they look.
Haggard. No, I'm joking.
Because I think I had a crush on Paul.
Oh,
is Paul the hot one?
Bring this motherfucker
I think most of them were hot, but and then I was also a Rachel fan.
I'm going to message Paul if you
is her name
don't stay the fuck away from my... Wait, sorry. Hang on. Paul is actually quite hot. Hey, would you be interested in having... No, I'm joking. Sorry.
You're going to leave me for Paul.
Oh, my God. Paul doesn't look good now. I'm sorry.
Wonder if Paul would sleep through your nighttime weeks.
Paul. Did I wake you up? Paul.
Well, I am now.
Paul, I've got to pee. I hope it doesn't wake you up. Look at that. Why would they use this this picture on his Wikipedia?
Ah! Paul, what has happened to you?
The ravages of time,
Paul.
Oh, he's dead.
What? Paul?
We can't laugh at him too good.
That's so bad. What do you mean he's dead?
I'm sorry to break it
Just
to you.
today.
I'm sorry to break it to you mid-laughter, Maddie, but he's fucking dead.
Today?
No, 2023 he died.
What?
Yeah.
Why did I not hear about this? That's devastating.
I am the president of the Paul fan club. He died, yeah.
What happened?
Heart failure.
My God.
Yeah.
Overdose.
I mean, it says the cause of death was later to be revealed to be natural causes, specifically heart failure.
How old?
He was only 46.
Jeez.
Anyway, I'm sorry that we...
That's just a downer now. I don't want to do it.
No, you don't want to do Paul? I don't blame you. It's, that'd be weird if you did.
Oh, God. Quick, change the subject.
All right. Hang on. Sorry. I better just send an Instagram message. Sorry, Paul didn't realize you were dead.
But besides them, I was the usual. It was Brittany, Christina, big fans. I will self-report on an embarrassing story.
Okay. I'm so excited.
On the bus.
Yeah.
On the way to school once. I was sitting behind. Do you remember Millie? I told you about my frenemy, Millie.
Yes. Now Millie had the birthday party. Yes.
Well, she's the one who used to get on the bus in the morning and yell out, 10 days to my birthday.
Yes. Yeah. Fucking, yeah.
Announce it to the bus.
Yeah.
So I was sitting in the seat behind her. I was in the window seat. I was leaning against the window. And I was feeling a bit melancholy.
Thinking about Paul.
Probably. Or Tyler.
Yes.
And,
or Tyler.
I was just looking out the window and I just sort of fancied myself in a movie at the time. And
Ooh.
so I started singing an a cappella acoustic rendition of Genie in a Bottle by Christina Aguilera.
Just out loud? To yourself?
Yeah, just to myself.
Yeah.
And I thought, I was quite good.
Yeah.
And then I just hear laughter coming from the seat in front of me.
No.
Millie bursts into laughter.
Oh, you bitch.
Turns around and starts laughing at me for singing this Christina version, which I thought was quite nice.
I hate her. I will hunt her down. I will hunt her. Millie, if you're listening, I will hunt you down till the end of the earth. No. Sorry. Sorry, I went dark there. I'm still processing Paul's death, to be honest.
But no, I was very embarrassed.
I will match that story to make you feel less embarrassed because
you.
that happened to me.
You sung an a cappella version of Genie in a Bottle.
Genie in a Bottle. No, I'm joking. Imagine. I'm a genie. No. I was humming the Banjo-Kazooie theme music in class. I'll bring it up. And this fucking girl, Angie something. This fucking girl. And this was like, it was the same teacher that was like, why are you eating the chocolate first? So it was like year 3 or 4 or 5,
Horrible
maybe.
teacher.
I can't remember. It was in class and I was humming it and she went, haha, Johnny's singing Teddy Bear Picnics because the melody sounds very similar to
Teddy Bear's Picnic.
Yeah, to Teddy Bear's Picnic. And I was singing it and I went, haha, picnic. No, so it's probably a bit more later on.
Big surprise.
Yeah.
Go down to the woods today.
Yes, it sounds very similar, right?
It does. It does, actually.
And then there's a bit that coming up. Hang on. Oh yeah, this bit here. So that kind of sounds like Teddy Bear's Picnic as well, right? And anyway, so I was humming it, and she was like, Teddy Bear's Picnic, fucking idiot. And then I was like, oh, shut up. And then I did it again, and she's like, he's definitely going to a Teddy Bear's Picnic. And everyone laughed. And then I think I just...
What a bitch.
Yeah, I think I just was like, rah! And then I got sent out or something. I can't remember.
Lost your shit.
Yeah, just lost me. Like, rah, or something. But, yeah.
Oh.
Stupid bitch.
Oh, and then you were just innocently humming banjo too.
And so for the next part of the episode, we are going to hunt Angie and Millie down live. Come with us as we live vlog egging Millie and Angie's houses. No, I'm joking.
They live next door to each other.
Yeah, that's why we moved up here. None of this surprises me. Right?
Okay.
Because we've got the classics. We've got NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, Spice Girls, blah, 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 blah. You know, all of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Was there anything that was kind of a little bit out of the ordinary for you?
Yeah, lots of stuff. Well, you know, my dad was kind of a kook. Mm-hmm. So he would kind of always encourage heavily listening to things that he liked. Yeah. Kooky things that he
happens.
liked.
Yeah.
He loved Cat Stevens, which I think probably most dads did. So he'd always blast that in the car. And then to the point where Phoebe would request, Cat Stevens in the car. So he sort of like Pavlov dog does.
This one?
Yeah. This,
Okay.
all
Interesting.
All
Yeah.
of his shit.
Yeah.
Also, he tried really hard to get us into Mongolian throat singing.
Okay. Okay. All right. Again and again, we will do this podcast, and I'll say to Maddie, do you have any stories? And she's like, not really. And then we sit down to record, and you just say, he tried to get us into Mongolian throat singing. What the fuck is that?
It's it's an ancient practice, as far as I know, where these monks, I think they were monks, kind of not chant, but it's sort of like a hum.
Okay.
Can you play some? Yeah. It's quite impressive.
Oh, it's impressive and beautiful and all this stuff. Wouldn't be my first go to 3 young girls in the back of the car. All right, girls, everyone shut up.
He blasted. Literally. I'm not even joking. And we were sort of like, yeah.
All right, girls.
And he'd try and get us to do it.
Yeah, I was going to say, all right, girls, you know the words. Was he sitting there with his... Was he sitting there doing it?
Yeah. He used to do it. He loved it.
Wow.
Loved
I mean,
it.
listen, I'm not knocking the art form
Yeah,
or the
very
culture
cool,
or anything.
Very impressive.
Very cool, very impressive. It's just in the context of an old kooky dad in country Australia passing this on to 3 young girls is pretty funny.
You tried so
And
hard.
1, 2, 3.
Well, that's pretty vibey, that bit.
Oh, I might sample that.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
So that was the Mongolian throat singing. And so he had an obsession with Lorena McKennitt. She has a beautiful voice. To this day, I still love listening to her songs. She's sort of a Celtic folk singer. She's amazing. But no one else knew what that was. None of my friends, obviously. But this was always the music we'd put on when guests came over.
Oh, yes. This is,
Did you have that?
No, this Lorena McKennitt and this kind of fucking folklore stuff, no. But guests came over and you played this?
This was our guest music.
This is like Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings music.
Yeah.
And I remember you played this in the car and I was so confused. You're like, nah, it's good. I'm like, what are we fucking
Why are we
going
in
to
Middle Earth?
Yeah, why are we in Middle Earth? What the hell is happening? But look, it's quite pretty.
It's beautiful.
Again,
But I think I have such a deep appreciation for it because it's so ingrained in my childhood. You know, we used to
Totally.
dance around the house to it, and
that's crazy, yeah. So you used to dance around the house.
we put it on before guests came over.
Yeah.
The Visit, that was
Would
her
you-
album.
Would you like invite guests over and have karaoke nights and go and
Everyone knows the
and the lyrics come up on the you know the bouncing ball.
Come on, everybody. Join in.
You keep getting it wrong. It's like Maddie,
Restart it.
Maddie. It's okay. Just I want you to listen to the words, and all you got to do is just say what he's saying. Dad, I'm trying. Wow.
And then there was a period where I got really into like original rock and roll, but not what you're thinking. It's like rock around the clock.
Yeah. Jerry Lewis. Yes. Yeah, I went through that too. I think everyone.
Did you?
Yeah, because of Dad.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, like what was the Great Balls of Fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. That song and
Purple People Eater.
oh, I didn't know that one, but
No,
yeah,
that is Great Balls of Fire.
is it?
I think so. I'm probably wrong again.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's different. It's different.
That different song. Yeah.
Yeah, that. I think I had a mix CD
Of this
old
of Jerry Lee
school.
Lewis.
Well, yeah.
Such a wide range, right?
Mm.
Did you at your birthday party? Did you have that on a playlist? Was
Definitely.
It like, on a collation with the Middle Earth, and everybody's
What?
like, "Hey, Maddie, we're really struggling to like."
Confused by the
Yeah, you're like, why is
the
no one
vibe."
dancing? like, well, probably because you keep changing genres and eras
Why aren't you
every 5
dancing?
Why is no one dancing? Why is no one rocking out to why? Shut up, I love this song. Yeah, wow.
Did you have a song for visitors or
A song for visitors.
Music.
Like you play
Like
it.
visitor songs?
And 3, 2, 1. Welcome.
here they come, everyone?
Really?
Yeah. You had
um,
guests over.
oh, I don't know about guests. I mean, said many times before, we were a Bible house. So sort of the songs.
Hymns.
Yeah, so the
Was
songs.
it?
Well, okay. the songs, like I guess as a '90s kid, it does make sense that there's 2 introductions to music for me, and it's one, it's what your parents are playing in the car, and
Yeah.
it's 2, what for me my brothers were playing at home, right, through
Yeah.
the speakers system and everything
Yeah.
like that. So the big huge thing for us was the Beatles and the Beach
Yes.
Boys.
Okay.
Dad loved the
Dad
Beach
loved
Boys,
the Beatles.
and their discography is, I think, fucking endless. Both of those, they just pumped out
Really
albums.
pumped it
Pumped out albums. They got so many hits. So many of them are good. And Elvis Presley, right? Like they were his sort of three.
okay.
Yeah. So like, there's a lot of like Beatles, Elvis, Beach Boys.
Mm-hmm.
That was Dad. Mum had this one, and Cherie, you're gonna remember this. And probably Matt. I don't know if Matt will remember this, but Mum had this one, I think, like cassette, and I think eventually CD, and it was this American, like gospel, like group, and it was a live recording, and it was played again and again and again. And I remember, because it was a live recording, he'd do things like he would say, like this is often what they do in church. So in church is they say the words almost to remind everyone in the church. It's like, shout. So you go like, shout to the Lord, shout to the Lord, and the earth, let us sing forever. Like he'll lead it in, intro. And I never want. Like he would do that again and again and again. So I just remember driving around with Mum on these errands, just being like, and.
Did you sing along?
Never. No, I don't know. I
Yeah,
did.
Fair.
One story I remember was being in the car with Mum and Cherie, and having this moment that I had a tantrum, right? Because I guess maybe this was like my brain turning over, and I just wigged out because Mum would always also have this either cassette, I think it was a cassette of New Kids on the Block. Do you remember New Kids on the Block? So I only found out this year that New Kids on the Block is Mark Wahlberg's brother.
Oh, it is too.
I didn't fucking know that. I didn't know.
He was in it.
Yes, Mark Wahlberg was originally in it.
Yeah.
And I had no idea until this year. And some people who were maybe older than me are going to be like, of course, you fucking idiot. But I didn't know that. Because I
Yeah.
only knew New Kids on the Block from this cassette that we had. And I never looked them up. But there was this song, right? And I must have used to have loved this and danced around to it as like a tiny, tiny toddler.
Yeah.
And then one day, I just remember, so let's play it.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. This song, I do.
So this is the right stuff, right? And I remember, Mum and Cherie must like know that I like loved this song or something. And I remember just sitting there as a kid, right? And just sitting in the car like this. And then just like, yeah, Danny, like them screaming, yeah. And I just went, shut up! And they just turned it off and they were like, whoa, what's wrong? You love this song. And I think I just had an overwhelming moment where my music taste changed in real time. And I didn't understand or process what was happening. But I was like, I all of a sudden hate this song.
Just needed it to stop.
I needed it to stop. And then they stopped it. And then I felt really bad and guilty that I'd like had a tantrum.
I love those moments that kids have. Like you remember it, don't you?
Your brain
you can't
ticks over.
control
Yeah.
that emotion. It just overwhelms
I just was like,
you.
shut up! I fucking hate you kids on the block. I didn't even know who it was. I couldn't even remember who their name was, but I just remembered just not liking it, you know?
All of a sudden. Oh,
Yeah.
And does that reaction come back when you hear that song again?
No, it's fine. I think I've got a new appreciation because you look at the film clip and you're like, oh my God, man, it's so
Boys are so hot.
80. The boys are so, oh my God, look at those fucking kids. No, I'm joking. Oh God. Yeah, no, so no, I mean, it's so, is it 80s? It must have been the 80s,
I would say
right? Yeah, it was
so,
the 80s.
yeah.
But yeah, look, I think we're going to have to do a part 2.
We might have
to
to.
get into the nitty gritty of my musical journey.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you got? Like, what about your first concert? Is there anything else?
We didn't go to many concerts as far as I can remember, but
you lived in the middle of
it
nowhere.
would have been the Wiggles.
The Wiggles as a concert?
I know that Mum took us to the Wiggles.
Yeah, right.
When we were little. I
Yeah.
don't remember it,
Right.
but I'm sure I had a great time.
Yeah, it's funny because
They came to Alstonville.
Yeah. Oh, they came to Alstonville.
That's how big the Wiggles were back then.
Right.
It
See,
must have been when they were first starting out.
see, I thought what you were going to say. Was, yeah, our first concert was.
Oh, another
A guy
huge,
coming out and a row down the front of young kids.
Another huge one that was really big in our house was what's that guy?
Maddie,
You know that
I love
guy.
you, but you're gonna need. I'm gonna need at least one.
The guy.
At least one more detail than what's that guy? I know you're tired. I'm tired too. What's that guy?
No, you will know as soon as I say it.
Oh yeah. No, I'm sorry.
It's gone away now.
Yeah.
The guy who did the songs about the Australian animals.
Oh shit.
Yeah, what's his name again? Don Spencer.
Don Spencer.
That's
yes.
it.
And Willie walla bing bong bing bang and a bong ding dong bang bang
He
ding.
was the best.
Yeah. Roy
I'm
wants
pretty
to.
sure we went to his concert.
Roy
too.
wants to. You know,
Yeah,
she wants,
yeah. So
she wants
Roy,
him.
my mum's partner, she
Had a big crush on him.
had a huge crush on Don Spencer.
Mm.
She loved Don Spencer.
Even as a lesbian. It's the one guy she would have turned for. No.
We gave her so much.
Yeah, we
shit.
did.
Just because once she said she likes Don Spencer, and we just went on a huge rampage about
went,
how
yeah.
she attended all of his concerts with
was
all
like,
the kids.
"Don!"
And
I hold up a sign.
She's
It's
smoking
just-
at the concert. Don, remember
Gives
me?
the hotel key to a security guard. Yeah. So did you go see
Oh,
Don Spencer?
Yeah, we were obsessed with Don Spencer.
Yeah.
His
Let's pull him
entire
up.
back catalogue, we had it all on cassette and
On cassette. We had it all on cassette.
we loved him. We used to run around to the Emu song. We used to run around the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Let's pull
loved
it up. Let's pull it up. Hang on.
Boy can run, boy can he run. He thunders through the outback like a shot out of a gun.
This is so annoying because I don't have YouTube Premium anymore.
I
so we have
think
to sit
his
through.
daughter is quite a famous actor. No, Danielle Spencer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the best.
I wonder what it's like to be a bird that cannot fly,
Oh yeah.
while all the other birds are flying high up in the sky.
Oh,
Yeah.
super cute. Yeah,
He's
yeah,
the
yeah.
best.
Yeah.
We loved a bit of Don.
So he would have made a lot of cash probably.
Yeah, well, yeah, I think so. We had this friends. There were two girls, and we used to go over to their house and play with them quite often.
Hmm.
and they loved Don Spencer too. But I think they might have been a religious family because I remember she wasn't allowed to shave her legs and stuff like that.
That's
They had-
and that's a religious thing?
I don't know, the conservative maybe I
religious?
would say.
Not allowed to shave your legs?
Yeah, I think when she sort of grew to be a teenager and she
Like, don't
She
you
wanted
shave
to shave her
don't you shave
legs.
your legs?
And I
you
remember
know
her
the
mum-
Lord will
her mum was horrified.
the Lord loves hair. Keep that bush for the Lord.
Maybe. Yeah,
That's
I
nothing
remember them.
I've not heard that before.
I remember them being very conservative.
Yeah, right. I've not heard that before. That's interesting though. Yeah, Don Spencer. Yeah, so you had you were kind of like a video hits gal, you know? You know?
What?
You know, well you were pop. That was your house. It was pop.
No, not at all.
You just said
Don
Britney.
Spencer
No.
wasn't
No.
pop.
I'm saying I'm trying to.
Neither was the Mongolian throat singing.
True.
What have I given you, man? So many alternatives.
I forgot about it.
You're like, no, you loved pop.
No,
Not
well,
really.
everybody was into Mongolian throat. Don't act like you were the only one that was into Mongolian
So
throat singing.
mainstream.
I went to that fucking concert. Oy, 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 oy. So good.
Anyway, that
Yeah,
was fun.
that was fun.
I
So
might bring it back.
we're gonna have to do.
Part 2 of Danny's musical awakening.
My musical journey.
Your
my musical
equivalent
awakening.
of the Mongolian throat singing.
Yeah, I think I've probably got a couple of funny stories as well, and you know, I'm super into music. I'm probably at the other end, opposite end of the spectrum for you. Something I'm very obsessed with, or can be. So, yeah, but yeah, thanks for our new listeners.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Thanks for listening, everyone. If you're
Follow us on Insta.
Follow us on Instagram. Remember That Podcast. Go to our YouTube channel. We're putting out videos soon of us reacting to stuff.
You can. Oh, that sounds fun.
Yep.
You can also email us if you like.
Yep. Remember That Pod. .au at gmail.com.
Don't forget the .au at gmail.
Yeah, and if you've got any suggestions of how to keep this relationship afloat with me waking up Maddie in the middle of the night, or what to do about the toaster, let us know. All right, well, let's get out of here.
Thanks, guys. Good night, kids.
Good night, kids.